I watch the Super Bowl. I'm a sports ball fan, as some of you know, and I just wanted to comment on a couple of the commercials. Well, not really even commercials. Public service announcements. They're both of these are not really commercials. Both of the things I'm going to talk about. The first one was, to start with a positive note. I thought RFK Jr.'s ad. I guess his was a commercial. I guess that would qualify as a commercial for him for his candidacy for president. I thought it was perfect. I thought it was fantastic. I loved the whole retro vibe of it, and that's pretty. I don't know. It's cool that he just that they threw that together for the Super Bowl. I don't know if that improves his chances in any way. I don't know if he has any chance whatsoever, but then I just don't know. It's hard for me to see anything really happening definitively in a way that would suggest non-criminal intervention as far as this ongoing election goes. This year's presidential election. So who knows? But I wanted to comment negatively on an ad that many people have already commented on negatively, and I wanted to just throw in my 2 cents, because this was something that creeped me out when I saw it. And the ad was showing. It was showing a bunch of AI renderings of diverse people, diverse sorts of people, all washing each other's feet. Okay, and it was like, here's this foot washer, this foot washer. Here's another one of a foot washer, foot washer, foot washer, foot washer, foot washer, foot washer, and the final part of the spot, well, you saw in big letters, was Jesus didn't preach hate, and then it posted, he washed feet, and then that was the end of the commercial, or the spot, whatever it was. It was some public service announcement, I guess created by Christian groups, but it was so. I mean, it had such a woke kind of vibe to it that I don't know. These just didn't make me take it seriously as a Christian thing. Now, did Jesus engage? Did Jesus wash his disciples' feet? Yes, that happened. That's in I think the Gospel of John. It's recorded that he washed their feet, and there was it had a meaning. It had that the meaning was that Christ, even though he came to he came as God. He humbled himself in the form of a human being, and even took the humble form of a servant or a slave, and he washed his disciples' feet in order to essentially purify them, symbolically speaking. So, and told them, unless you agree to have your feet washed by me, you will in no way enter the kingdom of heaven. And at the end of Lent, I'm not sure if it's on Thursday or Friday of Holy Week. Some churches have it's more often the liturgical churches, like the Catholics or the Orthodox, or the more Catholic of the Anglican continuing churches. They have foot washing, happening as part of the service. I think it's on Holy Thursday that takes place. That's the Thursday before Easter. So yeah, foot washing is a real thing. in Christian tradition. But what is this? Jesus didn't preach hate. Who are you rebuking when you say that? Jesus didn't preach hate. Whose face are you wagging your finger to when you say that? Who's out here saying, yeah, Jesus preached hate? Who's saying that? Nobody. But of course, what the interpretation that we're supposed to put on that is that if you think we should have a stronger border, if you think that I think that's basically who it's targeting, is that people who want a stronger border, but it also is sort of targeting people who would say, homosexuality is not something we can put on the same level as heterosexuality. We can't say that gay unions are equivalent to a male and female sanctified marriage. They would maybe that could be held against them too. Hey, Jesus didn't preach hate. Well, neither am I. Neither am I. I'm just stating the facts of Christian doctrine. But like it had a very ambiguous sort of resonance to it, and that is very that's very sleazy. That's very smelly. When you throw something out there like a phrase like that, Jesus didn't preach hate. You're casting aspersions on certain people. Clearly you are, but you're not. But then if you're asked about it, you can just say, I'm not saying anything. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. You said that. You could have that sort of evasive maneuver, that rhetorical feint. It's just plainly dishonest. And there's something also that's kind of grotesque and nauseating about the contrast between about he didn't preach hate, he washed feet. Okay, Jesus did a lot of things. He washed his disciples' feet. Okay, he didn't go around washing everybody's feet. He washed the feet of his apostles, the men who would become the priests, the first priests in the church. Those were the ones whose feet he washed. He didn't go around washing, anybody's feet who he came across. He washed feet in a particular circumscribed on a particular circumscribed occasion. And so it's really, again, highly disingenuous to say we should just be going around finding people. What the spot is basically saying is, you should not preach hate, meaning, how dare you think we should, control the border? How dare you think this or that about gay marriage, or what have you? And we should instead find some of these marginalized people and wash their feet. This has the same vibe. I remember in 2020 when the mostly peaceful riots were happening, and there was that one awful shot that just it made me grit my teeth when I saw it. Maybe you remember this too, of these protesters being out there, and then they cut to the riot cop, and the riot cops all get down on their knees. They all take a knee, in the BLM fashion. It's like, yes, we capitulate to you, rioters. We take a knee in front of you when we humble ourselves before you. Something really depraved and not right about that. I think there was a case, now that I'm remembering it, I think there was a case of somebody, there were a group of riot police, and all of them took the knee except this one guy who didn't want to do it, and he ended up getting in trouble for not doing it. I'm vaguely remembering that now. Anyway, strange days indeed. Most peculiar, Mama. Those are my thoughts. What do you think? Leave your comment below.